Let's look at power. Or you call it index. When a number is raised to another number, the one it is raised to is called the index or the power, while the number itself is called the base. For example, if you have 3 raised to the power 2, in this case, 2 is the index or the power, and 3 is the base. So this is 3 power 2. The 2 is the index and 3 is the base. Now, let's look at the laws of power. We will treat this power, that is the indices, as a general topic. We treat indices and logarithm, but right now we are trying to give you the little meaning of power so that when we treat indices, you will not derail. You won't lag behind. We have power unity. That is anything raised to power 1. If a whole number is raised to power 1, it gives us back that whole number at all time. A whole number raised to power 1 gives you back the whole number. This is A. B. Let's look at addition of powers. If you have 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 3, provided that you have the same base, you are going to add the powers. That is a law guiding addition of powers. Since the base is 2, we will write the base and add up the powers. The power is 2 and 3, so we will add the power because it's multiplication to give us 2 raised to power 5. And you know what is 2 power 5? It means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2, 4. 4 by 2, 8. 8, 16, 16, 32. So you have 32 as your answer. That's how to handle addition of powers. So in general, we say that in general, we say a raised to the power n multiplied by a raised to the power m, that is a is the base, n and m are the powers, will give us a raised to the power n plus m in general. Subtraction of powers. If you have a power n divided by a power m, if the base are the same in this division case, it will give us the base n minus m. That is to say that if we have, let's say, 2 raised to the power 3 divided by 2 raised to the power 2, this will give us 2. 3 minus 2. You subtract the powers to give us 2 power 1 to give us 2, because power units, the 2 raised to the power 1 is 2. Power unit, remember, the first example. So, let's look at power 0. The power is 0. If you say 3 raised to the power 0, this will give us 1. Any whole number, any integer raised to the power of 0 is 1. This is because 3 power 0 means 3 power 1 minus 3 power 1. Not divided by 3 power 1 because of subtraction. This will give us 3 1 minus 1. Okay? Let's put it like this so that you get it properly well. 3 power 1 is 1, is 3, divided by 3 power 1 is 3, to give us 1. So, this means that any integer raised to the power of 0 will give us 1. Be it 2,000 power 0 is 1, 5,000 power 0 is 1, minus 5 power 0 is 1, 20 power 0 is 1. Any integer at all raised to the power of 0 will give us 1. Negative power. Let A be the integer. A raised to the power minus n. So A is the base, n is the power. This will give us the reciprocal of A raised to the power n. That is how you handle negative powers. That's to say that 9 raised to the power minus 2 will give us 1 over 9 power 2 will give us 1 over 81. Is that clear? As simple as that. Negative power. To remove this minus, you take the inverse of the base raised to the power. As simple as that. We will explain this more in indices. Multiplication of power. If you have A raised to the power n, bracket n, this will give us A power n. That means if you have like 2 raised to the power 3, bracket 2, this is going to give us 2 raised to the power 6 because 2 times 3 is 6. That is 64. That is how we handle multiplication of powers. Lastly, in this foundation, we talk about fraction. Of power. Let's say we have a raised to the power n over n, where n and n are integers. You are going to have the roots of a raised to n. Is that clear? That's to say that if you have something like 3 raised to the power 2, 1 over 2, it's a fraction, the fraction of power, it will give us root 3, because if you put 2 here again, it's tautology, because the root means this, raised to power 1. To give what? Root 3. If you have 3 to root 3, for example, you have cube root of 3 raised to 2, and so on and so forth. If you have 9 raised to the power minus 1 over 2, for example, remember our negative power. You have 1 all over 9 raised to the power half. Then 1 over, remember how we handle fraction of power. Root 9 raised to the power 1. And this will give us 1 over, what is root 9? Root 9 is 3. And that's your final answer. Let's look at more examples on this. If you have minus 16 raised to power 1 over 4. You can say, what is 16? 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is minus 2 raised to the power 4 is 16. Bracket 1 over 4. Remember how we handle the multiplication of powers. 4 bracket 1 over 4 means 4 times 1 over 4. So this means minus 2. 4 multiplied by 1 over 4. So cancel, cancel, you have 1. And this means minus 2 raised to the power 1, which is still minus 2. I hope it's understood. Minus another one, minus 1 power half bracket 2. Look at this. This can give us minus 1 1 over 2. Remember what we said about multiplication of powers? You multiply the power. So 2 will cancel 2 to give us 1. Therefore, minus 1 to the power 1 to give us back minus 1 as your answer.